Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome to day 4 of our plan and prep for Hammer and Chisel. So this is one of the most important steps that you guys can do in planning for success with Hammer and Chisel. Look, I'll be honest with you. When I started my fitness journey and I did Insanity, because that was the first workout I did, I focused just on the workouts. I thought to myself, if I eat low fat, if I eat fat free, if I drink diet Pepsi instead of regular Pepsi, or whole grain bread instead of white bread, then I was making smart decisions. I bought the 100 calorie packs of cookies. I started drinking more water. But there were things that I wasn't paying attention to. I completely omitted the Max 30 or the Insanity meal plan that came with the program. And what happened is after the end of my first 30 days, I'd lost 2 pounds, which was sort of sad, right? But the minute I focused on my nutrition in month 2, when I got smart and realized that, okay, 80% of my fitness results comes from actually eating cleaner foods, I started to see better results. So I'm hoping that by making this video and walking you through this process, that actually saves you some of the heartache that I felt at the beginning, and you'll have faster results than even I did. All right, so first thing you need, Hammer and Chisel guide. Make sure you've got your program and nutrition guide. Read this little bad boy cover to cover. I mean, for me, you can see mine has been loved already. I refer to this on a daily basis. I've read it a couple of times. Every new program that I do, I really make it a focus to pay attention to the nutrition guide. So go through, make sure you know, do this little nutrition plan quiz, figure out where you need to be. If you are trying to lose weight, kind of use that. Like, what is your goal? Lean out, maintain weight, or build muscle. It's going to put you in a different plan. And then once you choose what plan you're going with, you got to stick with it. And you really got to stick with it for at least 2 weeks, almost 100%, to know whether or not it's going to work for you. And then you may need to adjust a little bit, but don't adjust it after 2 days or after 1 week. The first week your body's getting adjusted. So you need to give it a good 2 weeks to decide whether or not it's working for you. So for example, I would naturally fall on plan A if I was trying to lean out. But my goal is a little different. I want to build a little bit of muscle, so I'm going to use plan B because that's what my calculations have given to me. So now I know what my calculations are. Now I can skip ahead and I can say to myself, okay, how many containers do I get to eat? And that's on page 14. So what I did was I wrote down the number of containers I got to eat, and then I read through, what does it mean? What is in each container? What do I like to eat? I looked through some of the recipes that were on here. And since it uses the 21-day fix, the portion controlled container system, you can use a lot of the 21-day fix recipes that are out there because it gives you the container equivalent for that, for those recipes, right? So next thing I want you all to do, go to the Coach Online, or not the Coach Online office, go to the Team Beachbody site, print out your tally sheets. They look like this. If you go to the Get Fit tab on Team Beachbody, you can print these right out. I printed it out. It's actually in my daily planner. I carry it with me everywhere I go, and I just wrote my containers in there, like how many containers I get. Then the next thing I do is actually you can use a Word document, you can use paper and pencil, but for me, I use a Google document, but it honestly is just a Word document basically, and I created this little graph, this chart, and I just, very easy, just color coded them. But what I did was I created this meal plan template, and I sit down every Sunday, and this is my day to plan. Your day can be any day of the week, but I plan out, okay, how many containers do I need? What are my days going to look like? And so for me, I write in what my workouts are going to be. And let me actually just show you. So here's an example of one that is already completed. So for example, I write in all of my workouts. I use the performance line because I'm going to tell you the entire first month I was sore at the end of every day because I was challenging myself by increasing my weights, by pushing myself harder, by constantly giving myself a gut check. Are you slacking? Are you not pushing yourself harder? Like, if you want results, you've got to push hard. So I'm always sore. I'm always fatigued because I'm working as hard as I can. The recovery, that whole line of performance supplements has just really taken my results to to the max. I've noticed that people that don't do the performance line are tired. They're talking about muscle fatigue and they can hardly make it through the workouts at the end of the week, where I'm like, what are you talking about? Let's go. So that's my shameless plug for the performance line, and that it really does work. All right, so now I plug in my meals. So when you're gonna drink your Shakeology, breakfast, lunch, dinner, plug it in. Doesn't matter what day or what meal of the day, as long as you get it in. Plug that in. Then snacks are easy. Snacks are easy. Keep it simple. Fresh vegetables, some hummus, apple, almonds, some berries, peanut butter, and then just start marking it in and checking off sort of how many containers each one is going to be. I'm sort of a creature of habit, so I try to make extra dinner so I have lunch for the next day, or I have the same breakfast or the same snacks throughout the week, and I vary my dinners. I'll tell you, the first month I try to keep it simple. So if you look down here, I do have some recipes on there, but I try to keep it pretty basic. I use my blog, so I use melaniemitro.com. I go to the Eat Clean Recipes tab, and I pull from there a lot of times. And I will sit down with my grocery list, which means I have a separate sheet of paper sitting by my desk, and I just write down any of the ingredients that I need for the recipes that I put on there. Do I need to buy more vegetables? Do I need more fruits? And I just make a list, make my grocery list at the same time that I'm making my meal plan. Then what I do is I print this off. So I just print it off, and then I put it on our little message board in our kitchen so I can look each day at exactly what I'm supposed to eat. Now, I may switch Monday's dinner for Friday's dinner because I don't want to have that, and that's perfectly fine. But I just try to stay with whatever's within the week. I try to make sure I've got the foods there to keep me on track, and that keeps me going in the right direction. So I really hope that this helps you out. This keeps you focused, helps you to get started. It took me a while to make my first meal plan. I would say it took me an hour. It took me an hour to grocery shop because I didn't know where certain things were. When I was starting to eat cleaner, finding different ingredients took me some extra time. But just like anything, as you practice, you get better, you get more efficient, and it takes less time. So this is what we're going to work on over the next few days, is really coming up with a solid meal plan. And I have shared with you this blank meal plan template that you guys can use, and you can customize, you can print it, you can share it in the group. All you need to do is take a screenshot. So you can just do function and oops, that did not work the way I wanted it to. And you can take a little screenshot of it, and then you can actually post that right in the group. It'll turn it into an image, and you're all good to go. All right. So that is our game plan. Let me know if you guys have any questions at all. If you need any help, the first week, keep it simple, like a piece of grilled chicken, some of the little seasonings, fresh vegetables, some brown rice. And then as you get more comfortable, then you can add a little bit more as you go. All right, guys, let's get meal planning. Let's get ready to have a really strong start, and I will talk to you later. Bye, everybody.